Hey folks, it's Kristen with Somatics. We've gone through the playlist. Hopefully everyone out there has explored my daily supplement routine. All those moves work to lengthen the front and back of the body. The tension is released from the front and back of the body, getting into the side movements, so those release any tightness from your armpits down to your hips and down the sides of your legs, down to all the way to your feet. And then we get into some rotational moves. So you need freedom in the torso to move, but today I thought I'd shine a little spotlight on the hips. So like I said, you need to move freely in the torso so that the hips can move well. But once you are feeling pretty groovy with movement in the torso and you move with ease, then you can start shining a spotlight on particular areas, whether it's hips or maybe your wrists, your jaw, your neck, even the muscles around your eyes. So let's get started. This is a nice little hip release and I hope you enjoy. So I'm sitting on the floor, I have my legs lengthened out in front of me, and if this is challenging for you to do with your legs out in front of you, you could always put a little bit of a bolster under your rear end and that'll lift you up, and then your hamstrings won't be screaming for mercy. And you can always check another video, I'll do a hamstring release eventually. But take the right leg, cross it over the left. And now I know this looks like one of those stretches that a lot of people will do. They'll just crank and crank and crank, and really they're putting their low back at risk of injury because they're not actually twisting in the upper body, or maybe they're trying to get their piriformis, their sciatica nerve released back here, but they're cranking and working really hard, and I'm going to make it really simple for you and you're going to get more benefits. So take the left hand, opposite hand to the outside of the knee, and I'm going to just put a little pressure, turning this leg into my hand and feeling how the muscles on the side of my hip contract. My sits bone, the bottom of my pelvis has just slid back just a little bit, and now I feel some contraction on this side of my leg and hip. And then, keeping a little bit of load on my hand, I'm just going to gently slide the leg forward ever so slightly to where I feel that muscle, all those muscles on the side of the leg release. And then I'll just give it a moment. And then again, hand to the side of the knee, turning the leg into the hand, so I'm meeting and matching. My hand is pressing in, my leg is turning out. Doesn't have to be extreme, just enough so that I can sense these muscles contract on the side of my hip. This could be really good for people with IT band issues. And then I actually maybe feel stuff go all the way up into my rib cage. Then slowly feel how the pelvis just shifts and slides back to neutral. I release the tension on the hand and just take in what I sense on this side of the leg. Okay, so it's very simple, very small, and it's, you know, you might not be able to see it very well in the video, but just follow my verbal cues. We'll do it one more time. Hand on the opposite outside of the thigh knee area. Take a little turn to press the knee outward into the hand. Hands pressing in, knees pressing out. You feel the outside of your thigh contract. And then slowly let it release. I have a little bit of pressure still on my hand as my leg slides forward. And I'm turning my head towards the camera, but you could have your head turning more towards the front, or you could move the body with the head with the body, but then just let it all melt. And uncross your legs. Let those legs just relax. Now, the sensation I feel right now is that this leg feels very loose and relaxed and kind of deeper into the floor. This one is craving the same thing. So I'll do the other side. Opposite hand to the outside of the knee. So I got right hand to the left knee, and then pressing outward. My pelvis just does a little bit of a rotation, so my sits bone slides back a little bit on this left side. This leg is reaching forward a bit. I feel the engagement of the muscles on the outside of the thigh, creating that press out, and then slowly letting it release. And now I have more issues in the past with my left hip than my right. I've fallen on this hip multiple times. So my brain wants to contract more on that side. If ever I have issues, if I go out for a run, I can do this move and I can get right back into running. So again, take a little press out. So my hands pressing in, my knees pressing out, little rotation in the pelvis, not a big crank, nothing really extreme. Then release the effort completely. Let go of that hand on the knee, let it all melt. Slowly slide your leg out. And now both of my legs just feel so melty, wonderful. And like I said, it's not extreme, it's not painful. You don't have to foam roll. You don't have to stick a golf ball on your butt to try to get muscles to release. You get your brain to do it. Pretty novel idea. So enjoy. I'd love your feedback down below, and please share this with others on Facebook or YouTube or whatever you like. Take care.